Hello, this is RV Vagabond Jerry, and today I am at the Lucky Star Casino, which is just a little ways north of El Reno, Oklahoma, and El Reno is about 10 or so miles west of Oklahoma City. And there's a good reason why I stopped at this casino, but there's a little bit of bad news I'm going to give you also. That's the casino entrance, and at the back of their parking lot they have 10 RV hookup spaces with full hookups, and the best part is it's free. Free to use their full hookups. All you have to do is register with the security office. You don't even have to get a casino card. I was here once before about a year ago, so that's how I know about this place. And let me show you here. It's got both a freshwater fill and a sewer dump there, and the electrical box is got 50, 30, and 20 amp outlets, and I'm plugged into the 50 amp. But now I'm going to go inside and show you what the bad news is. My electrical management panel here shows that I'm getting 50 amp service. When I go down to the line usage, it shows line 1 is putting out 118 volts and line 2 is putting out 8 volts. Shorting me about 110 volts there. And the front air conditioner runs off of line 1, the rear air conditioner runs off of line 2, and every single electrical appliance and outlet in the motorhome is designated to either line 1 or line 2. It can't feed off the other. They're only plugged into one or the other lines. So that means I cannot use anything that is wired into line 2. And it's never a good idea to use any electrical outlet that is faulty like that, even on one line. So now I'm going to go back outside and show you how to fix that problem. Now, I don't know if all of these spaces are having the same problem with the 50 amp or if it's just me. It has happened to me a couple times before at campgrounds. And if you do a lot of traveling around in your RV, sooner or later, I bet this is going to happen to you as well. So let me show you how I can actually get 50 amps from that 50 amp connection. First, I need to pull this out and connect it to my 50 to 30 amp dog bone. Then plug the 30 amp connector into here, flip the tripper. So now my electrical control panel shows I'm getting 30 amp service. When I move down to my line status, it shows I'm getting 119 volts on both lines. And the reason why I'm now getting full voltage on both lines is because with the 50 amp plug, it pulls in the lines separately. With the 30 amp plug, it pulls in only one line. However, the electrical management system in my motorhome splits it between line 1 and line 2 internally. So now with the air conditioner on, it bumps up the amperage on line 1, and I've got full use of all my amps on both lines. I can run both air conditioners at the same time in some cases, providing I don't go over my 30 amps. And I've done other videos about how to do that specifically, which is a little tricky. And when you have a 50 amp RV plugged into 30 amp service, you have to be careful not to go over 30 amps or it will trip a breaker. So now I'm going to go back outside and show you how I can bring in another 20 amps. That's my main electrical 50 amp cord there, and I have another cord here going up into here, which goes into one specific outlet that I will show you. And this cord is rated for 20 amps. So if I plug this into the 20 amp outlet, I now have 30 coming out of here and 20 coming out of there. So now let me go back inside and show you where that other 20 amps is going to. I had this 20 amp outlet installed there by an RV shop who knows a lot more about electrical connections than I do, and that lets me use electrical appliances like my pizza oven and this cooktop, and I use that when I am getting close to using all of my allotted 30 amps on my panel here. And I have to be careful about my air conditioner coming on or my refrigerator compressor coming on that might bump it up to 30 amps or more. So to be safe, I use these electrical appliances, extra things going into that outlet there, which is right underneath the microwave on my kitchen countertop. I have also used this many times when I'm in a campground that does not have a 50 amp connection at all. They only have 20 and 30. So that comes in really handy. I've used that numerous times without any problem. So this video is supposed to teach you how to do two things. What to do in the event that you pull into a campground or RV park and their 50 amp outlet is not working. You want to report that to the management, but for the time being, there's nothing you can do other than maybe move to another spot if there is another spot available that is working. And number two, this video is also intended to teach you how to get 50 amps from a power pole that the 50 amp outlet is not available, where you do have a 30 and a 50. So I hope you find this useful. Good day, folks.